The story of Salahuddin Al-Ayyubi, the leader who combined faith and compassion. In the 12th century, the Islamic world faced immense challenges, including internal divisions and the external threat of the Crusades. Amid this turmoil, a remarkable figure emerged who embodied the values of faith, unity, and justice: Salahuddin Al-Ayyubi, Saladin. His life was not only a testament to military brilliance but also a story of profound moral integrity and compassion, leaving an indelible mark on Islamic and global history. Humble beginnings. Salahuddin was born in 1137 or 1138 in the town of Tikrit, modern-day Iraq, to a Kurdish family of modest means. His father, Ayyub, and uncle, Shirkuh, were military officers in the service of the Zengid dynasty. From an early age, Salahuddin was raised in an environment that emphasized Islamic values, education, and military discipline. Though he showed little interest in warfare during his youth, Salahuddin's character was shaped by his studies of the Quran, Islamic jurisprudence, and the principles of leadership. His humility, piety, and intelligence would later distinguish him from many other rulers of his time. Rising to power. Salahuddin's rise began under the mentorship of Nur ad-Din Zengi, the ruler of Syria, who was a staunch advocate for uniting the Muslim world against the Crusaders. Salahuddin accompanied his uncle Shirkuh on military campaigns in Egypt, and after Shirkuh's death, Salahuddin was appointed vizier of Egypt in 1169. Although Salahuddin held a position of great authority, he maintained his focus on serving the greater cause of Islam. He consolidated his power in Egypt by reforming its administration, strengthening its defenses, and promoting Sunni Islam, which was previously overshadowed by the Fatimid Shurayh dynasty. By 1171, Salahuddin had peacefully ended the Fatimid Caliphate and restored Sunni rule in Egypt, further solidifying his leadership. The mission of unity. One of Salahuddin's greatest achievements was his relentless effort to unify the fragmented Muslim territories. At the time, the Islamic world was divided into competing states and dynasties, weakening its ability to resist the Crusaders. Salahuddin believed that only through unity could Muslims reclaim their lands and dignity. Over the next decade, he worked tirelessly to bring Egypt, Syria, and parts of Mesopotamia under his rule. This required not only military campaigns but also diplomatic skill, as he forged alliances and resolved conflicts among Muslim leaders. Salahuddin's vision was not driven by personal ambition but by his deep commitment to the collective welfare of the Ummah, Muslim community. The Battle of Hattin and the liberation of Jerusalem. Salahuddin's greatest challenge, and triumph, came in his confrontation with the Crusaders. The Kingdom of Jerusalem, established by the Crusaders in the Levant, posed a constant threat to Muslim lands. Salahuddin's opportunity came in 1187, when tensions escalated after a Crusader attack on a Muslim caravan. In the historic Battle of Hattin, Salahuddin's forces decisively defeated the Crusader army, capturing most of their leaders, including King Guy of Jerusalem. This victory paved the way for the liberation of Jerusalem, a city sacred to Muslims, Christians, and Jews. When Salahuddin entered Jerusalem, he demonstrated extraordinary mercy and restraint. Unlike the Crusaders, who had massacred its inhabitants during their conquest in 1099, Salahuddin ordered that no harm be done to the city's Christian population. He allowed Christians to leave peacefully and even exempted the poor from paying ransom. His actions earned him admiration, even from his enemies, and solidified his reputation as a just and compassionate leader. A legacy of compassion. Salahuddin's character was marked by his unwavering adherence to Islamic principles of justice and mercy. He treated his enemies with dignity, often sending gifts to those he defeated. A famous example of his generosity occurred during the Third Crusade when Richard the Lionheart, one of his greatest adversaries, fell ill. Salahuddin sent his personal physician and supplies to aid the English king. Salahuddin was also deeply committed to the welfare of his people. Despite his vast power, he lived a simple and humble life. He spent his wealth on public works, including the construction of schools, mosques, and hospitals. His humility was evident in his final days, when it was discovered that he had given away nearly all his possessions in charity, leaving no wealth for his burial. His death and eternal legacy. Salahuddin passed away in 1193 in Damascus at the age of 55. His death was mourned across the Muslim world and even by some of his Christian adversaries. He left behind an unparalleled legacy of leadership, faith, and compassion. Today, Salahuddin is remembered not only as a military hero but as a symbol of the values that Islam upholds: justice, humility, and mercy. His life teaches us that true strength lies in character, not conquest, and that even in the face of immense challenges, unity and righteousness can prevail. Lessons from Salahuddin's life. 1. Unity is strength. Salahuddin's efforts to unite the Muslim world were the cornerstone of his success. His story is a reminder that division weakens and unity empowers. 2. Compassion in victory. His treatment of the people of Jerusalem and his adversaries demonstrated that true greatness lies in mercy and justice. 3. Faith as a guiding principle. Salahuddin's deep connection to his faith guided his actions and earned him the respect of friend and foe alike. Salahuddin Al-Ayyubi's story remains an enduring source of inspiration, showing that a leader's legacy is not measured by the battles they win but by the hearts they touch and the principles they uphold.